Right, Shane here, daily-astrocat.com. What do we got going on? Well, I had my thing hesitating for a second because I was like, is it working? Astrology time. So, what do we got? Wednesday, 9/10. So, it's 10th of September. Look at this, more unruly hair, right? Oh, my goodness. Anyway, hey, today we're going to focus on some action, or maybe the lack thereof, okay? Got another long void of course moon for you. Yeah, it's pretty long. So the moon's going to go void of course at 2:54 a.m., and that's when the moon actually opposes Mars, which is kind of important. We're going to make a little note of that and go back to it. It's going to stay there until this moon enters Taurus at 4:03 in the afternoon. Void of course days, right? What do we do? What do we got going on? Well, not a lot. It's more like that crazy, you weren't looking for it, yet somehow it finds you kind of energy, right? That's what it's been lately, at least. Whether we're here for this one or not, we'll see. But look, it's another long void of course moon. So if you didn't take action maybe yesterday during the 9/9, that whole, oh my goodness, I'm still seeing portal stuff on my TikTok and YouTube feeds. And, it's okay because we actually addressed that as part of the normal broadcast, because we actually caught that energy that was like there, that vibe. And that's why AstroCat works so perfectly, right? It just tends to lock into those vibes. It's the flow. Whatever that flow is taking us, where that flow is taking us. We don't have to have all the crazy memes and graphics and numbers and stuff like that. We just go where it logically takes us through the charts and through the astrology. So, if you didn't take action yesterday, the result is going to end up being drawn out, because that's what the void of course moon does. It takes that residual energy that was in Aries, and it's just going to take it and just drag it out. Now, why didn't you take action? There's an immediacy and sense of urgency to the moon when she is in Aries, right? Can make you makes driving very interesting. It's always interesting here, so I don't know. I live in the Boston area. I avoid Boston like crazy, like going downtown or anywhere near it, but I'm still in that general area, right? I'm always on the concentric highways and stuff like that. The office is actually outside of Boston, probably, and I'm roughly, I can be downtown Boston if there were no traffic. Literally downtown, 20 minutes. Okay, if I did it like 5 in the morning or something like that, that's how long it takes. It's a very, very, very quick drive, probably about 16 miles out. So, besides that geography lesson and that lesson in bad driving, you see that aggression on the road. You'll see that play out a little bit to some extent, right? It's kind of like a trope at that point too. It's a cliche, but it's good for initiating action. It's good for us to be able to do things. So if we have an opportunity to initiate a little bit, right, and we don't seize on that, or we just hold back a little bit, that's when you'll find that it's going to be like, what you should have done, should have, would have, could have. Yeah. So, look, you don't want to do that. There were tangible benefits that you could have derived from yesterday if you had taken perhaps an action. Perhaps. Okay. Not what we're doing here, the flow-wise, anything or anything like that. That's more like a 3D kind of work week type thing, or whatever it is we're doing for sustaining ourselves, for income, right? So that's what really the action should have been. As far as like intention action or what we're doing, no, that's for the new moon coming up in Virgo, right? That's where we're really trying to focus that energy, right? Cowboy in the 90s said she works in an ice cream sandwich factory. I love it. Okay, because I said we were like the ice cream between two sandwiches, where we're at between the two new moons in Virgo. The full moon that was in Pisces was like the ice cream sandwich. So the ice cream in the middle of the sandwich. She liked that, so that was pretty good. So look, go back and review what it was that you experienced, okay? Just think about what it was that you did 3D-wise, maybe even spiritually, right? Because, we're going to have an opportunity today to put some corrective action into that, okay? The color is a blue-green diamond fire, okay? Just those little flashes that you see in a diamond ring. And the cut, diamond is a very Aries thing, right? It's a birthstone of April. Okay, so the cut brings out the fire and natural beauty, right? It takes a skillful hand to make your handiwork exhibit a similar spark, right? I'm sitting here like I have a diamond ring on. I don't. I don't. I'm just sitting here like, oh yeah, it gives you a spark and a dazzle. Okay, now it's time to discover the dazzle in your razzle, okay? Because the rock catches and transforms light into something dazzling, right? You got to capture your own. Get your creative rhythms back into sync with the flow. That's one important thing. And don't let future opportunities slip through your fingers. Wear them proudly. Once again, non-existent diamond, right? All right, so the moon opposing Aries brings me back to last April's solar eclipse. What was initiated then is going to morph into what we need to begin with in this next new moon in Virgo, okay? Whether it was your side hustle focus, whether you had a work focus, whether your work focus all of a sudden has changed, like this guy, right? Whatever it was that you were working on then, you're probably working on it now, okay? And it's what we're going to be setting for intentions for us for the next new moon, okay, in Virgo, which is right before the sun enters Libra. Now, this is going to emphasize the actual work that we do. Okay, so 3D stuff, right? How we do it and how we can produce better outcomes that will allow us to grow materially, personally, and spiritually. Okay, there you go. So, we're really trying to balance this stuff out, which was good because that's, as we're going through all of this, the kite that lifts all of this stuff up. Okay, the kite. Talking about the kite, please go back to the kite episode. Go back to the one for this season. Okay, that has a good kite explanation in it. The sun is going to be entering Libra, and Mercury will also be entering Libra, and that was going to take this stuff even higher. That's how we're going to go up right as that new moon is happening. This is how some people like to call it ascending. I'm just saying that it's ratcheting up the frequency as we're coming along. Maybe it's the same thing, just splitting hairs here. Now, unrest grows as we begin to feel a bit squeezed financially. You can feel it. You can see it. It's finally hitting home. Now, as the leaves begin to change, other changes are being brought to mind. Just saying. All right, so in 1977, this is very interesting. Bing Crosby, they call him an American crooner. And British singer David Bowie. What the heck? Bing Crosby and David Bowie, they're both icons from their own respective times, right? Came together to record the duet Peace on Earth and the Little Drummer Boy, right? I remember that. And they did it at Elstree Studios and ATV Elstree Studios near London for a television special called Bing Crosby's Merry Old Christmas. There you go. And it's an iconic performance, right? That's the one you hear all the time. All right. And in 1931, Catherine Damon, she's an American actress. You may have known her from the television show Soap, right? She was, oh God, what's that guy's name? I don't even remember now. Richard something or other. Crazy, right? He's the guy that played Bert on the show. That was his wife. Anyway, good show. Kind of groundbreaking. She was born in Seattle, Washington in 1930, and she died in 1987. And that's all we have for you. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for coming by. Neurotica, appreciate your back and forth. Love those comments. Keep them coming, right? Keep the black hearts coming too, all right? All right, so there you go. That's what we have for you. Beth also has black hearts in her name too. So that's all we got for you. Appreciate and love every single one of you. If I didn't call you out by name, I'm thinking about you, okay? Do the things. Like, follow, share. Today, it's a 5. Review that stuff. Happy astrocatting.